This is a functions question. This is SAT test number 3, section 4, the calculator section, and question 16. So question 16 gives us this nice picture of f of x and g of x, and it tells us, just tells us that they're shown above, and then it wants the value for x that will make f of x plus g of x equal to 0. So a couple things. Let's just think about what this is telling us. So it says y is equal to f of x and y is equal to g of x. So as you know, a function like g of x, like if we, this is not true, but let's just say that g of x is equal to x squared or something. So this means that we put in a value for x and the little function gives us a value for y. So like if x were equal to 2 in this case, y would equal 4. So g of x, sorry, so like g of 2 would equal 4. And if we're going to graph this, this point would be 2, 4. 2 is our x value, and 4 is our y value. So what this is saying is really pretty simple. It's just saying that for this function, they want, for what value of x, what x input will give y values, f of x, g of x. This is a y value for a given x value input will equal 0. So for the same, when the x input is the same for both of these functions, the y values added together will add to 0. And so obviously that means like we're going to have 3 plus -3 or something like that. That's going to give us 0. It has to be the same value with the opposite sign. So that's all we're looking for. Y values that are the same, that are equidistant away from the x-axis in opposite directions, one in a positive direction, one in the negative direction. So we can just start by looking at these answer choices. So option A is -3. So remember, this is an x value of -3. So it's a little hard to read, but this is the y-axis. So -1, -2, -3. So that would be here. So this looks like the y value for both is the same. It looks, it's about -1. So that means, let me get the draw tool. So f of x would be -1 plus g of x, that would be -1, and that equals -2. -2 does not equal 0, so it's not A. Erase this, and then let's see. So B, -2. So again, -2 on the x-axis. So this is -1, -2. So that's here. And so for, what is this? G of x, we're here. That looks like a +2. And f of x here, that looks like a -2. So the fact that that these are all 2's is just coincidental. So it's 2 and -2 on the y-axis that happens to correspond with a -2 on the x-axis. So that's what this -2 is. That's an x equals -2. So so like f of -2 plus g of -2 is equal to, what did I, which is which? So f is -2 is equal to -2 plus g of x is +2, and that is equal to 0. So -2, +2, added together, we get 0. It looks like I crossed this out, but really didn't mean to cross it out because that is our answer. So you could double check -1, no, and 0, no. These are not equidistant from the x-axis. So our answer is B.